And we are back.
Hey, I'm here. Ghee, along.
Kelli, the daughter,
And this is
Saturday Hangover. And
I'm
where's your
hungover.
Halloween costume?
Hey, I didn't have time. But you know what?
Oh,
You ain't gonna recognize me. You didn't probably recognize me. I was on the sideline. Hey, I was Deion Sanders. You know it's me, did you?
Coach
Yeah, I
Prime?
was this guy.
You were Coach
Hey,
Prime?
I was Coach Sanders. Yeah, that guy on the side, that was me. You thought it was, yeah. You thought it was a
OMG.
defensive coach. It was Ghee coach.
All
You got this
right,
thing,
Coach
Kelly.
Gee or Prime Gee or Gee Prime. First up, Ohio State, Wisconsin.
That was your game because I had 3 games and I did not want to watch Ohio State.
Okay,
Hey,
that was my game.
they're not stressing me out.
Okay, that was my game. Okay, so there was a big red zone interception by Ohio State's quarterback, Kyle McCord.
Right?
Very, very,
I
very
saw that.
disappointing.
Replay.
He ended up throwing 2 interceptions
Mm-hmm.
and they still won. They still won 14-10. Ransom got hurt on the defense for Ohio State. Obuku
Okay.
didn't play. He normally plays opposite of Marvin Harrison, but Henderson was back. Henderson
Yes.
was back. He had
Saw that.
24 carries for 162 yards, a
Right?
touchdown, and then of course, oh, where'd you go? Oh, now you went back. You went dark for a second. Okay. And then of course, Maserati Marvin Harrison has 6 receptions, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. One touchdown, if you go look at the highlights, the man is all in his face. All in
Okay.
his face, still got the touchdown.
Because
Henderson's running game, ridiculous.
I know. And they keep talking about the Heisman hopefuls, these quarterbacks. What about the running backs, man? They just leave them
Oh,
out.
Harrison for Heisman, absolutely, for sure. And Ohio State, I mean, I know Kyle McCord is young. I know we got work to do, but Ohio State defense has just, they show up every time. Ohio State has the fewest missed tackles in the FBS right
I
now.
didn't know that. But they,
Right.
hey,
So we got all the unsexy stats of it, but we still win. Like
you still not wrong.
name another ranked team that's undefeated that has quarterback confidence issues.
Ohio State. And anyway, moving right along.
No, name I said name another one. You can't.
Oh,
You can't.
I can't. No, you're right, Kelly. I
Let's
cannot.
go let's
But
go down the
hey,
line. No,
but
number
they
one
get the job
Georgia.
done. Who is it?
Number one Georgia. Number
What
one
about them?
Georgia.
What about them?
Do they have quarterback confidence issues?
I didn't know the quarterback
No.
is. Oh,
Beck. His
sorry.
last name's Beck. I don't know if it's his first year or not, but Georgia's on this like 29-0 winning streak right now.
I don't know.
Michigan.
McCarthy. I like him.
No
Another
quarterback
Heisman
like
Hopey.
him. I don't
I
know
don't
about
like him.
that.
I'm sorry. I take it
Okay,
back. Go
of
ahead.
course we got Ohio State, and then we got Florida State.
Oh, Jordan Travis.
Heisman
Watch
hopeful.
out for him.
Yep, yep.
That's
And then we got number five Washington.
Michael Penix Jr.
All
Hey,
of them are undefeated. None of them have quarterback confidence. Yet Ohio State still gets the win. It's because Ohio State is a whole team. And no, it's not sexy not to have a cool
that
quarterback. But Kyle
that
McCord is doing what he's doing. He's getting better. And they got the job done. They won 14-10.
hey, I like it. I ain't gonna argue with that.
Okay. Well, speaking of
Okay.
quarterbacks, let's move on to Colorado UCLA.
Oh, Kelly, that was the game I wanted to watch. That was the
Oh yeah.
game.
Oh
Because you know
yeah,
why? I want
baby.
hey. It wasn't because Colorado's the greatest team in the world, but I just wanted to see what they was gonna do. Now, Shador Sanders came out there, he a trooper. And Kirk Herbstreit was calling the game. And Kelly, I agree with everything he said. Colorado was outmatched. Gabriel, this guy, his name is Ethan Garber. I don't know what UCLA's quarterback is, Ethan Garber. I don't know. But anyway, he
Yeah.
said they're outmatched. They're outplayed. They got no O line. Shador,
I I disagree.
1001, 1002. 1001, they had to fool. He didn't get a chance to breathe. That the O line collapsed every time.
Okay,
Left side,
Coach Prime,
left side.
calm down, Coach Gee.
I'm
First
sorry.
of all, I disagree. I don't think that they were unmatched. I just think that
They were
they didn't
outmatched,
show
not
up.
unmatched.
No, I
Outmatched.
disagree. I disagree. I really disagree with Kurt Hurstreet, but I disagree. I think that they did not show up
They didn't.
every play.
They did
And
not.
it's not, you didn't even know, I didn't even finish my statement.
Go ahead, finish it.
Thank you. They did not show up every play, which I know is hard to ask for and hard to do, but think about it. If you go back and just watch the highlights of the game without looking at the score, you don't think that UCLA is going to win the game. It's Travis Hunter with an interception, a fumble. Travis Hunter again with an interception, another fumble. Like you don't see it. You think like, wow, did Colorado win? UCLA, it was 7-6 going into halftime. Now, UCLA turned it up second quarter, and you and I have both said this before. Colorado's got to play a whole game, two halves, four quarters. They always got one good half and then one bad half. And before it was the front half was bad, the second half was good. Now it's like the first half is good and the second half is bad. They just got to put together. So I don't think they were necessarily unmatched. I just
Uh-huh.
think maybe, or I just
Uh-huh.
think what I said, like
Uh-huh.
they just not the old.
Uh-huh.
I agree with you that the O line
Uh-huh.
is not showing up. Shador got
Okay.
sacked 7 times. He got knocked down 13 times. He had to get a shot for the pain at halftime. Like that's ridiculous. Come on, y'all.
May I offer you some feedback? That boy
No, I
went
don't want
back
it. I don't want any feedback. And then Shiloh Sanders on defense got ejected. That was a terrible call.
I can't. I got nothing left. You took it off. But I
You
was going to
you
say
you thought
something.
that was a good call?
No, I didn't think it was a good call. I have seen referees call that call on some games. I've seen the other referees just ignore it. And what? Hey, don't those referees have referee conferences where they get together? Don't they have a referee union where they say you can't call this on
Hello.
one game and call this on another game? Y'all got to get together. Either it is or it isn't. Oh, it's how we saw it. The boy led with
That
his
was a terrible
shoulder.
call.
And
The ter-
okay,
he I
now
don't
you
think even
argue that.
I don't even think he led with his shoulder. I think he led with his arm. He lowered his shoulder and his head, but it looked like his arm hit him first to me. And of course,
Hey,
they never slow it down on the play you want
they
them to
never slow
slow
it
it
down.
down on. They just keep playing it all fast.
I know. But hey, look at that Colorado State game when they played them. Didn't he hit Travis Hunter? Oh,
He
hey,
did. Yep.
outside,
Yep.
out of
Yep.
bounds. You know what they called it?
Yep. Unnecessary
Unsportsmanlike
roughness or
conduct.
something. Oh,
Unnecessary.
that yeah, exactly. You right. No,
Get it
you're right.
together, ref.
Unsportsmanlike.
Hey, get it together. Go to your ref union and say something.
It was
Okay.
bananas. It
Moving
was
along.
bananas. So who does
They tried.
Colorado have to play next week?
Oh, you know what, Kelly? That's a game that you and I may have to. I'm looking at my schedule. You know who they playing? Oregon State. And do you know what happened to Oregon State
Do
Saturday
you
night?
do you know what happened to Oregon State?
They lost to Arizona
He
27-24. Wait a minute, wait a minute. You
he I'm
are
so mad. Did you
hey,
watch the game?
11th ranked. They 4-3.
But did you watch the game?
I did not. It was 10:30 here. You got no
Okay.
shoot. It was
So
7:30 there.
no, you don't know where I'm at. A. B. You don't know where I was on Saturday. B. I had this game on my list. I had this game on my list,
What
but I'll tell you about
happened?
my stress. I'll tell you about my stressful games before that. After Colorado game, I said, you know what? I'm gonna watch a Halloween movie, and I had it on my list. I always write down the games I want to make sure I watch, and totally just man, Oregon State, Arizona. But you know what? Arizona is tough. I say this every time. They are the
You
Pac-12
you say it
sneaky
every
team.
you say it
They
every
gonna sneak up.
time.
They're gonna give you a hard time. They're gonna give you a hard time. Every conference has them. I feel like we have a few in the Big Ten.
I do too. I do too. You just don't.
I
You
do
don't.
too.
I gotta come and play you. I'm gonna play. I ain't gonna be no punk.
But we got
I'm gonna play you.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying is everybody comes to play.
True.
Rarely do people show up. So Arizona is going, I mean, and give you a run for your money. Arizona gonna give you a run for your money. In the Big Ten, Rutgers gonna give you a run for the money. Purdue sometimes gonna give you a run for the money.
True.
It's bananas.
True. That's
It's
true.
bananas.
It's true. And I can't. And speaking of run for your money, I tell you, my game. And you don't laugh. Don't laugh. My game was the Oregon Utah. I I know
Why
Bo
would I
Nix is
laugh? I thought that was gonna be a good
a good
game.
game. Hey, I was on it because Utah played so well last week. That defense was hitting. And I thought I want to see more of that Utah quarterback, Bryson Bond. That he
The
had
pig
80.
farmer. The pig farmer.
Hey! Don't knock the pig farmer. Did I tell you about Daddy Ray Songs? He was tough. Huh. Brunson got it
I'll
going
spit
on.
out my
He can't be a,
drink.
hey, if you don't go to the NFL, he can raise hogs. He got 12,000 of them.
He
Anyway,
He is tough. He is
I
tough. He played tough against USC. But mom, you always say sometimes you play a game and you give it all you got and then you got nothing left for
yeah,
next week. And that might just been what
that
happened to
might have
them.
been it.
They might just had nothing
They
left.
might, yeah, that might have hurt him. I just,
And
what?
Oregon's a good team. They got that Bucky Irving.
Oh, that Bucky. Let me tell you something about Bucky Irving. That boy had 14 carries. He ran 83 yards and 1 TD. Now, one of the announcers said,
Wait, say
Bucky
that one more
Irving,
time. I'm sorry. Say it one
he
more
had
time for me. I'm sorry.
14 carries. He had 83 yards, 1 TD. One of the announcers
Wow.
said, he's built like a bowling ball. I said, shoot, I can use him on my bowling league. I need him here. Hey, let me throw him down the alley. I probably
He
couldn't
go
even
he
lift
gonna help
him.
you get to that 300 game, ain't he? That
I can't
perfect
even,
game. You need Bucky.
I probably couldn't even lift him. But anywho,
You need
I'm
Bucky.
excited.
You know
Again,
who?
another running back. Why are these
Oh yeah,
guys, why aren't these
yeah.
guys being Heisman hopeful, Heisman
It's
candidate?
so weird. It's
So,
so weird.
and
Speaking
you
of running
know,
backs, you know they have who's this other kid? Johnson, I think his last name on
yeah,
Oregon's team.
hey, I tried to look him up because they kept Tez Johnson. They kept calling him Bo
Terrence
Nix's
Johnson.
little brother. I'm like, what little brother? So they said
Yeah, I know the
he
story. I
is
know the
his
story, but
adopted.
tell me anyway. Yeah.
He's his adopted brother. Is this a blind
Yeah.
side for
Now
me?
is he
Is this
adopted legally or is it
the
like a
blind
LeBron thing
side?
where he just lived with him?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm about to
But
go and look at
okay,
that.
so here's the story. Here's the story I know. A few weeks back they were talking about it, and they said, oh, his little brother or whatever, and of course, obviously, not obviously, but Tev Johnson is black and Bo Nix is not. So I'm like,
Oh, I
what? And
didn't
then
notice
so their
that.
story
Okay, I'm
is
glad you told me.
you obviously didn't wear your glasses when you watched the game. But the story is the reason Tez is playing for Oregon's because of Bo. I guess Bo went to the coach. He was in the transfer portal, and Bo went to the coach and was like, "Hey, we got this really good wide receiver. How do I know? He's my adopted brother." And so coach took trusted his quarterback, brought him in, and it's been a huge payoff. He's been showing up. He has definitely been showing up. But
That
Utah's
little
got
boy,
tough defense, right?
yeah,
Don't Utah got tough defense?
yeah, that little boy had 6 carries, 51 yards. And
Oh,
I don't know,
I know.
I don't know if it's his first year, second year, but I got my eye on him. He's a wide receiver, and I'm thinking,
I know.
hey, I gotta watch him.
We just said that.
Is that really okay?
I just
Moving
said
right
it. We
along.
just said he was a
Okay,
wide receiver.
but you know what? I'm still not gonna count little Utah out because I was reading a quote from one of these sports magazines, and they said, "Oh, Bo Nix spent 4 quarters picking apart one of the Pac-12's toughest defenses." Let me correct
They
you.
do.
He spent 3 quarters because you know what? Oregon didn't score crap during the fourth quarter. It was 0-0.
I
So
seen
no,
that.
they
I
came back,
seen that.
but it was too little, too late. By the
I
time they
seen
got the
that.
shot,
And you know what? You know who else? You know who else waits to the fourth quarter to show up?
who's that? Oh,
Oklahoma versus
oh
Kansas.
no. That was my.
Every week, Oklahoma waits to the last minute. Okay, so first
That
of
was,
all,
that was
Kansas
my
had
game.
Kansas Kansas had an early pick six. Fine. Then they got the weather delay, and Oklahoma was getting momentum. I think the weather delay hurt Oklahoma, helped Kansas, but you could be the
Hey,
judge. Kansas hasn't beat Oklahoma since 1997.
I had no confidence in Clan. They had a quarterback named Jason Bean. I thought
Jason
it was
Bean's
Bean.
not the quarterback. He's the backup quarterback. Kansas's real quarterback, Jaden Daniels, is hurt.
I
Kansas
didn't
has
know
not
that.
beat a top 10 ranked team since 1985 or something crazy.
I didn't know that. And you know, Dylan Gabriel for Oklahoma is another Heisman candidate. Oh, how many Heisman candidates do
No,
y'all
no.
have?
Did you hear me? They have not beat a top ranked team since 1985.
They have not beat Oklahoma since 1997.
I just said that. I just
Oh,
said
yeah.
that.
Oh,
Yes.
must
Is
be
your is
technical
your is your
difficulty.
is your
Is my mic
stereo
on?
working?
Is my mic on? I think my mic is on.
Oh, I can hear you talking. You can't hear me listening.
Moving right along.
But Gabriel, I'm not moving along. You don't move me along. This is my
Kansas.
game. I'm not done talking about this
No,
game.
no, this was my
Can
game. This was
Gabriel
the game
throw?
I
No,
wanted to
this
watch.
was not your game.
Oh, maybe it
I'm
wasn't.
sorry. Did you put money on this game? Because I did. So I want to talk about the money line. First of all, can a quarterback for Oklahoma, Gabriel, throw? All game they kept saying they did a big one down the field, big one down the field.
They
He's nowhere
did.
to
They
be
did.
found. He handed it off in short passing. He's nowhere to be found. Let me tell you about this money line ticket I had. I had the money line. I had Penn State.
Well,
I had Texas.
one,
I had Notre Dame.
one.
I had Washington. I know they won. Let me talk about my money line. And then I had Oklahoma, and I did have Colorado. But as we all know, sports
I,
bettors, if everybody would have won by the time the Colorado game came on,
uh,
they would have been like, "Hey, do you want to cash out?" And I would have cashed out because I had second thoughts about Colorado after I placed the bet. But Oklahoma, first game of the day, blows my money line ticket. So I say, F the state of Oklahoma. F
oh,
they
here we go.
panhandling. No sooner, later, I don't care,
That,
alligator. F Oklahoma. That's what I
that,
gotta say
what
about
can I
that.
say? What can I say? I was just watching the game. I had no money on it. But you know, Kansas hung with them. That was the thing that surprised me. When you
What do you
score,
mean
I
hung with them? They won. What do you mean hung?
but,
They won. Oklahoma
but
was
you know
hanging
what?
with Kansas.
Second quarter, that they came back with 3 touchdowns in a row. I said, oh shoot, Oklahoma's rolling. Next thing I know, the game is and I had technical difficulties. My son came home and flipped it to basketball. So I said, what are you doing? He brought out a second TV and put it on another. But anywho, I figured get the game back. When I came back to the game, Kansas City was up. I said, what the hey? How is Kansas City up? When I left y'all, Oklahoma was up. Kelly, I turn it back. There's 55 seconds in the game. Now, I ain't counting out. Dylan Gabriel, he came down that field, 57 yards. Kelly, 8 seconds left on the game.
I wasn't impressed.
You was not impressed. He throws that
Did you hear
last.
about my money line ticket? He
Oh,
that
yeah, I
Hail
did.
Mary. I seen it.
You
I
Those
seen it.
are
It
Hail.
was
Why,
I don't
what
know.
is a Hail? How
It
can you
was
be a Hail
terrible
Mary when
coaching.
you're on the 25-yard line? That's not a Hail Mary.
Well, it was
They
3 seconds left. Hail Mary, Mother of Grace. I hope he said a prayer. Maybe that's why they didn't catch the ball. He didn't pray.
it didn't matter
Pissed me off.
because Kansas intercepted it anyway. So
Pissed
moving right
me off.
along.
When it didn't
That
even matter. They only had one chance to do it anyway, interception or
love,
not. Like
I
ridiculous.
don't know. These games
Ridiculous.
and Kelly, before we get any further on that, I got to touch on the USC California game.
Oh
How do you
God,
win
that
50
game.
49? Is that a basketball score? Is that a women's basketball score? Is that a high school basketball
I,
score?
you know what?
50. Wait,
Uh,
wait.
the,
Your boy Caleb Williams, if his stock dropped last week, it
Wait,
dropped
wait,
more.
wait, wait. Stop, Motor Mouth. Stop. You've been talking for 20 minutes straight. What do you mean, my boy Caleb? Caleb Williams is not my boy. And USC, first of all, he's not a Heisman hopeful. You cannot be a Heisman hopeful with 2 losses and almost a third loss. I don't know
Yeah.
what USC got to do or what they don't got to do, but Cal was 3-4.
Whoa, 3 or 4. Kelly, 3 and 4. Come on,
Three
King.
and four.
It was 28-17 at halftime. California was leading. How you leading?
I thought they was gonna lose. I couldn't watch the game because I don't have the Pac-12 network, but I was following the score, and I was just like, they gonna lose again, and USC is out of this whole rebuild dynasty,
Hey,
era that they were supposed to be. Lincoln, I don't understand. Lincoln, you know what they say though? We gotta look into this. I don't want to go too far because I don't know too much about it, but they. Lincoln Riley has an assistant coach who's gone with him everywhere he's gone. And I don't know if he's a defensive coach or an offensive coach, but I
yeah,
did see a headline that said, "Does Lincoln Riley need to get rid or let go of whoever this guy's name is?" So I'm gonna look it up and give you more info. But he something about they think, you know what I mean? Maybe he's the problem, but I don't know. We're gonna have
I
every
don't
excuse
know.
in the book,
I
I
don't know.
guess.
I think there's no
Every
excuses
excuse in the
for him.
book.
Hey, because uh,
You
Caleb,
don't have
Caleb,
to. They're making you don't have to make excuses for them. They're making them for themselves.
yeah. Well, Caleb came back fourth quarter. 3 straight touchdowns. I'm thinking, oh
Don't
shoot, they won
matter. It
now.
doesn't matter. It's not impressive. They are a
Yeah,
3-14. You are the Heisman Trophy winner. It's
right,
not impressive. You won
right.
by 1 point.
Kelly, when it ended up 50-49, I said to myself,
I
didn't see that coming. Thought this gonna
I
blow them
didn't
out.
either. I
Three
gotta be
points.
honest.
Thought this gonna blow them out.
I bet on USC with a spread of like a
This
minus
shit.
6.5 points. I can't believe they won by 1 point. First of all, I can't believe they won as sorry as they was looked like they was playing, and I
They
can't believe they
won.
won by 1 point. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Hey, I'm
Anyway,
sorry for
those games are those games. I got a question for you.
no shoot.
What games? What games are you looking forward to this Saturday?
Oh, next Saturday. Now you
Well,
know
not
that the
next Saturday. This Saturday.
well this Saturday because you know the big boys come in on Tuesday, and we're all just gonna be rearranged with the Vikings.
Oh, well,
Yep,
that's not here nor there, right? No, but I
that's
don't care about
true.
that part. I want to know what
That's true.
games. What
What
games are you
games am
looking
I gonna
forward
look
to?
at? First of all, you always saying number one Georgia, whoever you play, whoever you play. I'm excited because you know who they playing. Number at they ranked this week by AP 14 Missouri. Missouri's 7-1.
So
I
you looking
want
forward to the Georgia
somebody.
Missouri game?
Yes, I want somebody to give them a game. Give them a game.
I don't.
They
I like that one. I like that one. What
okay.
else? What else
I
you got?
okay. Here's my next one that you kids My next one is
What is
LSU,
that for? What was that?
LSU, Alabama, Alabama,
Oh, wait a
and
minute. Can we talk about it? Who creeped back into that top 10? Like I said they would. Bama's number 8. Bama's number 8.
Alabama is like that hissy bitsy spider crawled off the spider. Out came the rain and washed Alabama out. Out came the sun and dried the rain all up. And Bama, Alabama creep up the rankings. Again, they can't.
That
Bama
is
fans
not.
were down
That
as
is
far as
not. The,
13.
I think
They
you gotta
crept.
go revisit the words, but yeah,
Yeah,
they
no.
they they creeped back up.
They crept back up. From 13, I
They
think it
creeped
was,
back up. That's a
okay,
good game too. I'm gonna write that one down.
right
LSU
down
versus.
LSU. And the other game I'm looking at KKK. Uh, uh, I might go USC Washington, but I'm a little iffy on that one. I got
That
question mark.
okay. So my games I'm looking forward to. I was gonna say USC Washington, and
Yeah,
not because I'm expecting USC to necessarily win. I just kind of want to
they got
see
to.
quarterback to quarterback. Now USC, I want to say they should win because I don't think USC should have lost those games that they lost
Now wait a minute.
to unranked teams. And
Remember, Washington got Michael Penix Jr., Heisman
I don't.
hopeful.
I'm not. Do I look impressed? Everybody's a Heisman hopeful now. That you're a Heisman hopeful. Everybody involved in football is a Heisman hopeful.
Nobody called him, but I threw him.
Listen, you threw them. You threw them. You
I'm a
threw them.
Heisman hopeful.
How far did they go though? How far did
Maybe
they
10
go?
yards, 10, maybe 15. I threw to the
You a
coach.
Heisman hopeful. You own the
Hey,
football. You a Heisman
that's all it
hopeful.
takes.
So I want to see that game, and then I want to see Oregon State, Colorado again. I
You
mean, maybe if
do?
Colorado plays like Arizona, they may win that game. And then of course I'm gonna watch Ohio State Rutgers, but that's just
Now,
because
hey,
Ohio
hey,
State fan.
be a little scared of Rutgers. Everybody always think these little low teams. Rutgers is 6-2. Don't count Rutgers out. They're
No,
scrappy. They're scrappy.
Rutgers
Kind
is
of like
Rutgers is 6-2.
Rutgers is 6-2. They're scrappy, and they,
When was the last time Rutgers was 6-2?
you know where Rutgers is. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Are they like Ivy League schools? Like,
No,
like
is
they,
Rutgers? No, Rutgers is
I
an
have
Ivy
no
League. 'Cause
idea.
wouldn't they be in the Ivy League like conference if they were Ivy League?
I have no idea.
No, because No, Stanford's like
No,
the
they're
Ivy.
the
I
Big
don't
Ten.
know.
Oh, I take it back.
I know.
Rutgers is in the Big
Duh.
Ten.
I know. No, duh.
Oh,
No, Sherlock. That's what I'm saying. You said they were Ivy League, but I don't think it. Not that. But then I thought the Ivy League
right.
league, but that doesn't matter because Stanford's like an Ivy League, and they're in the Pac-12. So okay, here we go. I got the big question. Like you mentioned, Tuesday is the championship football
Yes,
rankings come out.
yes, yes.
Um, and all weekend, all of the announcers, all the analysts was
Oh
chiming
God.
in. So I
Uh,
need Ghee like the butter to tell me
uh,
who are your top six. So
uh,
obviously your top four, but then they always pick two. Whoa. Am I bothering you? What is going on?
this
What is
is
your top?
so
Come on, give it to
tough.
me.
This is so tough. They got 13.
Is
They
it?
got, they got 13 people on this committee. I tried to get in, but they wouldn't let me. But anyway, here's my
I
pick.
think I know why.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. They're gonna want me when before it's all over. Hey, I'm gonna
Oh
pick them.
God.
Now look, you know how they do. You always think there's a team
No,
that
I
you
don't care.
want.
Listen, let me stop you. Let me
All
stop
right,
you.
you're right.
I
You're
don't
right.
care.
You said just pick
I
them.
don't care how they do. You just said you didn't make the 13 people on the panel. I want
I know.
your picks, not what they're
Okay.
gonna do, not what ESPN says.
Okay.
I want to know who you think should be top four, and then obviously 5 and 6 because those are the alternates. Go.
Here we go. Ready?
Yes,
I
I'm writing it
number
down.
one to be Florida State.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Jordan Travis.
Keep going.
Number
Keep
two,
going.
Michigan.
Okay.
McCarthy. Number three,
They haven't
OSU.
played nobody.
Not
Michigan hasn't played
OSU.
anybody.
Hey, did you just tell me I can't do that? And you just did
Okay,
it.
I'm sorry. Okay, number
Okay,
three.
you
You right.
did
I'm
it.
sorry.
Number
Listen,
three.
listen.
No-
You have my apologies. I'm quiet. Look at me. Look at me. Zoop. Go.
Okay, number four, Georgia.
Wait, who was number three? Who was number three?
Oh, I said OSU. I State.
Okay. Okay.
Number four, I think should be Georgia. Because I'm like you.
Mm.
They ain't played nobody. I want to see play Missouri and show me something. Number five.
Okay.
I got number five. I like Oregon.
What does dut mean?
I will
Okay.
explain it to you next
Okay.
week. Hey, it's
Okay.
on my, hey, it's on my playbook, unless Michigan stole it. So anyway, number six. No.
That's something to really be scared about. Okay, number 6, go.
I'm not guilty and I'm innocent to prove guilty. Number 6, I got Washington.
Okay. So mine is I
6.
got Georgia. Wait, what?
That's a solid 6.
That says you. I disagree.
That's why they go.
I disagree.
Okay.
No, you gonna be far off. They're not gonna want you. Okay, so that's why they denied you because you gave them this top 6 and they said she knows nothing. Okay, number 1, Georgia. No, they haven't been battle tested.
Okay.
No, I'll let you go. Let me go. No, they haven't been battle tested, but they also are on this like 29-0 win streak, so you got to give them credit. Number two, the Ohio State. Number three, Florida State, which I know. I'm always like, why is Florida ranked? Why is Florida State, I'm sorry, ranked, blah, blah, blah. But
I'm
they
telling
have
you.
played, they beat LSU, ranked number 5 week one. That
All
was a
right.
big win. And then number four, I got Washington.
Oh,
I got number
Jesus.
five. I got number five, Michigan, because they've played no one. And I got number six, Oregon.
Oh my goodness. You put them
That's
up
a
five
solid
with
six.
me? I bet you I'll be closer than you.
No, they haven't played nobody. And if you closer to me, then that means you right. Maybe you should be on this panel because Michigan's played no one. Now, don't get me wrong. I know they got Penn State. Of course, they got Ohio State coming up. But and all of these teams, there's a lot of unranked teams except for Oregon. Everybody's unranked, so I can understand that too. But we middle of the season.
No, ain't the
We'll see
middle.
who's wins
We're
what.
at the end.
We'll see. Oh snap! You're right. Because what we go 12 or 13.
Week 10, I think we go like 2 or 3 more games. We got
We
to,
go.
yeah.
Wait. We go. I think we go. Why is there a week 15? That's weird. Oh, that's because nobody cares about. I mean, sorry,
We
we
got
care, but that's
Rutgers.
not what it's
I think
about.
we got Michigan.
Hold
No,
on,
we got
hold on,
another
hold on,
team. We
hold on.
got
Stop, stop,
Michigan.
stop. Hold tight, hold tight. 13. I feel like okay, yeah, 13 was 13. And we are week 10. This is week 10 coming up.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're right. I'm sorry. We are at the end of the season. So there's still some tough games to
Hey,
be played.
this has been a crazy season. Do you know how many
It's been
top
the
10?
craziest.
Hey, in the top 10 since week 1,
It's been crazy.
every
Normally, whoever's supposed to win is supposed to win, but this season has just been. There's been so many
it's been
upsets
a,
early, and there's been so many. The
right,
schedules were so
right.
good with ranked teams.
I
Pac-12
agree.
being the toughest conference this year. That's crazy.
Because I went back and I looked every week except week 3, a top 10 contender has lost. You the top
No
10.
way.
I looked it up. You go back and look at your losses. Every week, somebody in the top 10 has lost, sometimes 2 of them, except week 3. In week 3, all the top 10 teams won. I thought, this can't be right. So I looked at it
That's
again.
bananas.
How do you be top 10 and every week somebody in the top 10 loses? That's what I'm saying. It's been a crazy week. Somebody didn't put their big boy pants on. I
Crazy
picked my
season.
big
It's
boy.
been a crazy season so far.
Yes, I got my big boy pants
Yeah.
on.
Well, you're not a big boy, so I don't know if you should have big boy pants
Hey,
on.
hey,
You're
hey,
you're an
I
old
just like,
lady.
hey, I help out where I can. I just put them on
Oh, we
because
got
somebody,
fugazi,
somebody
fugazi.
might need me.
All
Somebody
right,
might need me.
let's wrap you up here. That's all I got.
That's all I
I'm
got.
Kelly, like the color.
Hey, I'm Ghee like the butter. And so
And
we'll
it's
see
a
how you
Saturday hangover. Like,
and we'll
subscribe.
see. I'm sorry.
Wait, is it your line or is it my line?
I think it's your line.
Like, subscribe, follow, comment, and we'll be back next week.
Hey, you can catch me on Twitter. Hey, but until then, au revoir.
You don't have a Twitter. It's not even called Twitter anymore.
What is it called? Is it Facebook?